all area it is adding value, or where all we are getting benefited. So if you see in filmmaking,
We have waste codes actually.
so it is benefited, and how AI revolutioning filmmaking is. So the first thing, very first thing, we have a lot of manual workers, so which will take a lot of time and efforts, and we can see that in last 3 years itself we lost 6 to 8 technical members by accident. So that can be cut down. So most complex shots can be pre-planned using AI, or you can create completely using AI. So budget wise also it is very good, and the safety wise is also it is a lot more controllable. Okay, so and we are not do no longer doing this heavy lifting. As I give an example of rotoscopy, so that is the one. And so if you want to shoot an artist, we need to have a proper lighting setup. Okay, so imagine I'm shooting this in a large set, in a bigger set. So that time all the lightings, all this cannot set up manually. So what we do, so we just set up the foreground, the background, everything can be created inside the AI world. So this can be integrated with that. So we are cutting down a lot of time and efforts that we are putting inside that. So that is reduced. So if you are spending less time, so again you're saving money on that. So no longer we are doing the heavy lifting job. Okay, so and everyone who's trying to get into the filmmaking or creative world, so it is, your creativity is supercharged. Why? So if I want to work on my first script, so I need to understand all the technical aspects which I don't have knowledge of. If I want to learn all those things, I don't know where to get those informations, and I don't have a mentor to do all those things. So you have a supercomputer in your phone. So ask any questions. Now, if you know what is the output that you're looking for, you can get all the answers that you're looking for. So when you're prompting, so there is two things that you need to focus on, whether you're a beginner or an expert. So all these things we'll cover later. So the super important thing in this is, many people say that AI is very good at creating images and videos. So that's not crazy part of it. So anything whatever you want to become, all the information is in your palm. How you utilize it in your hand, it's in your hand.
So you mean to say that while giving the prompt, you need to tell it, I am a beginner in AI.
Yes.
No, other, I'm a
No, you no need to tell that. You need to decide which role you are.
Okay.
So if I want to become an expert, so while prompting, I know what need to be executed. Instead of me doing that, I'm giving it to you. So that is expert decision. So beginner decision is, I'm not an expert. I know a few things. So after this, what to happen, I don't know. So you guide me. So if you decide this, your prompting style changes. If you say that I'm trying to create this, give me answer. You don't know what is the answer, and you are still confused with your question. So if okay, so you are a beginner, you don't know that much in this industry. So you just say that I want to explore all these things. This is where I'm standing right now. So after this, what all steps I need to take professionally, without any mistakes, what all actions I need to take, it will give the actions. So if you're an expert, you already know what need to be done. So you decide the role, whether you're a beginner or an expert. So by that, you will save 40% of the time correcting later. So if you fixed with this what role you're taking. So your creativity is supercharged. Then filmmaking is made more accessible after AI. So if I want to get into the filmmaking industry, so previously I used to work on script. I need to wait and reach producer's office. I need to convince them to listen my script and presentation. After they are convinced, so it is live or no. So whether your project is take off or not. So now we can create a complete film using AI, not just complete film. So if you want to make it into live action film, You can create pitch deck using AI. So you can pitch deck. You can create pitch deck using AI. You can create teasers. You can create trailers. You can create test shots. If I want to approach a character, if I want to approach a star, let's say Shah Rukh Khan, the story which I've planned, it's for a 60-year or 80 years old person. I want Shah Rukh Khan to act in that. So before me convince that, sir, okay, let's go for test look. We'll do all these things. I'll create an AI model. I'll create a image that how we will look after all this makeup. I'll present him. So this is how I'm planned. So it is a lot more easy to convey your message, and it is a lot more easy to convince the producer and the artist. So it is made more accessible. So in pre-production you're cutting a lot of time and money. In production stage you're cutting down a lot of time and money. In post-production you're cutting down a lot of time and money. So you imagine if I want to make a movie like Bahubali in today's state, so without AI, how much is the budget that we are discussing? If I want to make a movie like Bahubali, what is the budget I need to keep in mind? 300 cr, 300 to 400 cr. With AI, I can do it for 250 cr. If I'm planning it properly, I can do it for 150 cr also. So it is not like you should have a visionary director or a big producer to produce all this movie. Even a small movie producers also can create a movie like Bahubali or Triple R. So it is more accessible. As an indie filmmaker, the barrier is very low to enter into the film industry. So if you use it wisely, so you can make your ideas into a real project. Now you tell me, will AI replace filmmakers?
No,
Why?
because in the morning session you said 25%.
You're too smart, sir. Okay.
Filmmakers will become AI filmmakers.
Ah.
Filmmakers will become.
So that is adoption. We have to do. There is no way. There's no turning back. Yes, sir. Yeah.
They will become more technically proficient and give good results.
Hmm.
But it is not going to replace.
It is not going to replace.
Because
Because it needs creativity.
It's need creativity. Exactly.
Creativity
So why film industry will not be replaced? So there is only one small thing, very common thing that is lacking in AI. So that is why it is not taking over content, filmmaking, or in most of the areas. What do you think that is? Reality, yes. Okay.
emotions, humor,
Empathy. Okay.
the facial feelings, everything.
This is very simple.
Environment scenario is created completely.
Hmm.
That only a director can do that.
Hmm.
But there are multiple actions, multiple characters.
Hmm.
Who is listening, who is telling, who is reacting, who is bleeding,
Hmm.
who is dying. This complete scenario is being created with the
To put it
directors.
in one word, what it's lacking? Common sense. Common sense. How we consume this world and how AI sees this world is completely different. So we have common sense. We know where to act. Okay, so we know what to deliver in which situation. So AI doesn't have that. If you say that I have a scene where mother passed away, make the character cry. So what you can expect? So if you want to bring new message, a strong message to be delivered, AI cannot do that. Okay, so there are still places where AI basically it's not in a good shape, so it cannot manipulate industries, or it cannot enhance industry in creativity wise. So if you ask me, will film killed by AI, or it will be replaced by AI? No, it will not. Now, the second question, the debatable topic, is AI killing traditional filmmaking? Is AI killing traditional filmmaking? Yes, okay. It's a debatable topic. Is it for good cause or bad cause?
Both ways.
Hmm?
Both.
Making more equipped.
In both ways, yes. So survey of the fittest. So who's adopting, who's upskilling themselves, they will survive in the market. So that is there in everything, not just in AI. So you need to adopt with the latest tech. So if you ask me, majorly it is for good cause or bad cause, it is for good cause. So I you people know what is film reel. Okay, so after digital era, so we got too much control. So while if we imagine if we were still in this you know uh, analog method of shooting, so we'll be not having this small camera. So we need to, if you want to take control in post production, you have to cut the films, you have to stitch it manually, then it should be edited again. That is how editing was made. Yes. So the next era we came digitalization. So we converted all this analog into digital. So then we imported in software. So all the VFX, all the CGI, all the light correction, all this got better after this digitalization. Okay, so now we are in a next stage. So in digital we got too much control in post production. Again, it reduced a lot of time and effort we put. It gave few more options. We are in the next stage now. So we are not just using digital tools. Digital tools have some knowledge of how this has been operated. So all the basic things, all the layout level things, it is automatically doing, and it is being prepped. So later the next thing we are going to use that. Now if and anyone asks that you're saying all these things, where I'm getting benefited as a script writer. So these are the 7 areas where you're getting value added. So these are never before. So as I said, if I want to pitch my story, so previously the only option is reach the artist or reach the producer, and I narrate them and I have to convince them. Now I can create it into a low quality video using AI. So when you present something visually, you have 50% already convinced the artist or the producer. So that is better visually when you're trying to express something. So the next is as a writer you will be having a creative block. So while having creative block, what happens when you have an idea or a vision? So you'll just stick in one perspective. To have it, different perspective, response. That is why we have discussion room. So writers will be having, different writers. So they will discuss. Okay, so I'm thinking in this way. What do you think? If I approach in this, what all, issues might happen? What all other options do you have? So as an indie filmmaker, I don't have access for that. AI is my, creative team, or AI is my, discussion team. So not just 4 or 5 members. So based on the complete data, I can imagine hundred thousands of you know discussion room members. So it will help you in creative block overcoming. So all there are many things. So someone asked about plagiarism. So in films also, so this is solvable, but it is not there. Why? So the script, all these are confidential data. So it is in the script bank. If they want to create one tool which can identify with similar latest scripts, it can be built, but it is not there. So that is why we have said that can. So can be. So it is not there, but it can be done. So these are the areas where it is added value in script writing. As a director, so these are the 7 points. So what are there? So as a new director, or if you want to get into the market, you don't know how to handle the cameras, you don't know what to plan and how to plan that. So all the, if you, without going to the set itself, you can plan everything in your studio. So then you can get into the ground. So how to shoot it, what all options we have, how to design a costume, how to design a location or direction, logistics, everything can be properly mapped, and then you can execute this. So these are the areas which you are getting benefited in.
Number 3 point,
Yes.
casting.
Yes.
How that will help in casting a particular actor?
So let's say that you are the producer.
I'm the actor.
Huh?
Ah,
You are the producer and you are the actor.
yeah.
Okay, so you will you are not the
Visuals are producing, I'm acting.
you are acting. So because he's your friend, he'll say that I'll produce the movie, but you have to use you as the actor. Without this pressure, I can pitch producer saying that, sir, for this script, so these are the artists who will be suitable. If I say, if I want to make a medieval background movie, like a king story based on Hyderabad, suggest any actors. Can you suggest any actors? Don't say you. We'll do that. Any other actors who will be fit for this role? Any language, not just Telugu.
Nageshwar Rao.
Sorry,
Nageshwar Rao.
we can. Yes. Any other suggestion?
Medieval Indian, Nagarjuna also.
Okay. Other than that,
Chiranjeevi. Chiranjeevi also is very good.
why you're saying all these things? They have already done these kind of movies, so they have experience. So you, as a producer, you don't want to take risk. So if I say I have a new artist in the market, let's use him. So you don't have experience on working all these things. So if I want to make it into a movie also, as a producer, he will not take a risk. So these things can be cut down. AI knows that which actors specialize in what. So it's not only about the actor's skills. So audience should accept that. So he is suitable for this role. So audience should appreciate that. So for that, AI has all this data in the internet which can be scraped. So what all projects they have done in past, what works better with the audience, all this will be calculated and it will make a list of actors and artists who will be suitable for this role.
So, like if you input the character's requirements
Mhm.
in terms of physics or in terms of
Yes.
skill,
Yes.
so that will go through all the actors' database
Yes.
and suggest.
Suggest. So these are top 8 points for editors. So because we have less time, we are giving this as a old point. So if you want to discuss about this, I can show multiple examples for this. So these are huge, these are never before. So if you want to create something from scratch, it can be created. So already which I have created, if you want to edit or take control over that, it can be done. So there are multiple steps it can be done. Now you tell me, is it killing traditional filmmaking? Yes, but for
Making
good
it
cause.
easy.
Sorry?
It's making it easy.
Making it easy, more accessible. So, hmm. So, one interest, which you got to attend this workshop is you have seen something in the internet. So whether it's a YouTube or Instagram, you saw some content, you got impressed. Okay, so I want to create something like this. So let's see what is possible and what is not. If I want to create an image or a video, like a small puppy floating in a space with a space shoot, it is possible to create. So there are few areas like a small thing. If I want to create a character with normal 5 fingers, it is tough to create. So there are a few things where AI is better than human creation. There are still areas where AI still struggles. So this will give a clearistic view of in which all area AI is good or AI is thriving. So let's break it down into piece by piece. Okay, so in pre-production, for idea generation, script, scene blocking, storyboarding, previews, drone shots, all these are very good at using AI. So in pre-production, if you take in production, same thing. If you want to create montage shots, if you want to enhance something, in post-productions, you have a lot of controls, motion tracking. So where it is used this motion tracking, the Avatar movie which you saw. So everything is fictional character, but acting is done by a real human. To capture that, we need a proper gear and setup to do that. But using AI, you can do with your iPhone itself. So you imagine how much cost and time is saved, and it's not easily accessible in India. So there are many areas which is huge. We are saving time and money in that. And in post productions, you can see there is a lot more things in uh, a post production, like correcting voices. In censor board, if you want to blur something, or if you want to change the dialogues, it was not possible. So we need to just mute in that area. Now, not just change the audio, I can change the lip also. If I use any curse word, if censor board say that you should not use that, not just change the voice, I can change the lip also. So convince audience, say that that was not there at all. So that that level of continuity, all corrections can be done. So let's cover all this, detailing in later part. So now if you see that, many people, trying to attempt to create a complete movie using AI, it is possible. So we are the one who started this to, create a complete movie. So 2 years back we initiated a project that is still going on. So why tech wise, we have a lot of limitations. We didn't wanted to just attempt to create a complete movie. We wanted to create a quality one. So if you ask me how much it is done, so we have completed 60 minutes of the complete project. Still, we are still working on it. Okay. So in this, if you see, so there are areas where AI still struggles, like rendering fingers. So previously it was like good with a proper image physic, but fingers you will be having 6 fingers, 8 fingers, 4 fingers. So all this will be there, or it will be merged. So all this was there. Now it is fixed in image. Now we have a problem in video. So when you want to animate, if you say that there is a character who's doing some action, in midway you can see that there is 4 hands. So those kind of things are there. So it is not like it is a big problem. It is still struggling. So it will take multiple attempts. So my personal record is 156. So the same video, to achieve it into a realistic one, we retried it for 156 times. So one video attempt, it cost you 50 rupees or 60 rupees for 10 seconds of video. So that much of time and hustle was there. Now it is controlled. Now it can be achieved in 20 or 30 attempts. So these kind of still challenges are there. So I can still control. If you want to start a project, so these are the areas or these are the projects that you can consider starting. So I won't say you do it into a feature film, short film, okay, commercial. So those kind of things can be done. First you plan it for previews or uh, pre-visualization. How it is going to look after you go to live shoot actions. So these are the options for now as a safety concern. So later, after 1 or 2 years, you can attempt a complete movie using AI. Okay, so where to start with? So how many of you bought your laptops? Just can raise your hands. Very less. So you can have your laptops.
नींद से जगह ये सब लोग कौन कौन सो रहे हैं और
Can you have 5 minutes or 6 minutes? Yeah, I filming out something so that they will be loud.
I'll not just show film.
So just
I'll show you, what you can do with your created asset also. This will bring you some interest. Okay. So the website which I'm showing right now, it's called Project Odyssey. So what is this? So this is a film AI film festival, website. Annually, they conduct these kind of film festivals. So they give all the tools. So they'll give 1 month of time gap, and they'll give you all the tools, credits, and everything. You have to just be creative, create it, submit it. You will get prize $10,000, 12,000. Which one? This Project Odyssey.
hey, that is different you are talking about.
That is
Not-
different.
not this one.
This is AI generated. Now in this, you're not spending money at all. So you're just using your creativity, plan it properly, execute it. You can win a prize money from $5,000 to $10,000. So in this, I'll play one movie. So let's take it simple, easy. So then I'll show the advanced one. Okay. So I have a lot of projects which I have worked on, my own projects. So but those are yet to release. So if I show that I'll be in a huge trouble. That too live, it's going on. So I'll show you some of the demo contents which you can create and what we will be covering. Okay, so I'll break this down step by step how to recreate this. So even advanced one also is there. So that also I'll explain. First, let's start with this.
您的生命充满了冒
Yes, it's working now.
亲爱的奶奶，我一直觉得您的生命充满了冒险与童话。您总是说，人要保持一颗年轻的心，才能听到这个世界在说什么。我想，这就是为什么您讲的故事总是那么奇幻，那么美。您说，您曾经站在海边的悬崖上，与一只巨大的鲸鱼对视。那只鲸鱼从海浪中跳出，眼睛装满了整片大海的秘密。您还说，有一天您在穿越沙漠时遇见了一座灯塔，塔里住着一位孤独的音乐家，他的音乐像夜晚的风，吹过金黄的沙丘，也点亮了沉睡的星空。还有那个清晨，您在花园里看到了一朵巨大的花，像一座小山那么高。当花苞缓缓绽放，数不清的蝴蝶铺满整片天空。您说那是您见过最美的奇迹。我相信那些故事，因为每当您说起时，您的眼睛里装满了光，那光是属于真正的冒险家。可是，奶奶，现在我发现那些光好像慢慢变暗了。那些属于您的故事，就像沙漠里的风，从这烽烟流走，怎么抓都抓不住。您忘记了鲸鱼的眼睛，忘记了灯塔的星光，忘记了花开的奇迹，甚至忘记了我。所以我写了这封信，想告诉您，这些冒险从未真的消失，它们还在我心里，在这些我们一起分享的故事里，就像沙漠里的灯塔，在黑夜里点亮一盏光。奶奶，您是冒险家，永远都是。爱您的，茉莉。
So it's completely created using AI, images, videos, sound effects, voice, everything is AI. So if you have a proper concept, if you know the pipeline, even you can create something like this. Okay, so let's start exploring the tools, what you can use in a workflow. So let's say that you want to work on a script, or you have an idea, you want to develop that. Where to start? There are in today's state, so we have totally 2,600 AI tools live in the internet. So in 2,600 tools, which is the best tool, which to pick and which to use. So there are many things, you're still, figuring out. It's like a trial and error method. So what we have done, so we have tested all the tools. So we have made a list of top tools for today's state, and we are suggesting you to, pick that. Okay. So what are these tools? These tools are blend of LLM and generative AI. So few tools are blend of discriminative also. If you can upload your image and if you want to work with that, so all these three are blended. So these are the top tools for today's state. So if you want to work on text, the first in the first position tool is ChatGPT. So in the second position we have Claude. So in third position we have Gemini. So these are the top tools. In this, we discussed about algorithm, right? In algorithm you can take control. So each company have their own target audience. So they have their own algorithm to change and take control over that. So in this, if you see, ChatGPT doesn't matter what task you perform. So doesn't matter what industry you are in. So ChatGPT wants to be your mighty assistant. Doesn't matter what your task. So whether you do film, or whether you are a doctor, or whether you are a Palm Josia guy, doesn't matter what you do. So this wants to be your mighty assistant. Why not? You try, take a photo of your palm and upload. It'll do all these things. So ChatGPT wants to be your mighty assistant. Doesn't matter what task you are. So for professionals, Claude is the audience, like who's working in corporate, who's working in tech field. So Claude doesn't want random person to come and use this. If you're in a technical role, I'm the best option in the market. So Claude is focusing on technical, and whatever task you perform related to corporate related tasks, like complex thinking or developing something, is one step further compared to other tools. I'll show you the comparison. What makes Claude very special when it comes to technical works. So Gemini is the creative in this list. So in SEO, so we have something called crawling and indexing. So what is crawling and indexing? So Google is a search engine. They have a Chrome search engine. So what they do, whatever content that you upload in the internet, so there is a small bot. It's called Spider Bot. So it will crawl the complete internet. It's a programming. It will look into the complete internet. If there's a new data added to the internet, it will make a copy of that and it will store. To looking into the internet, that is crawling. Indexing is making a copy of that. So they have been doing this for many years. So they have a massive data already. So they have put every data inside AI to train it. So it is more context rich compared to other models. So generic wise, so it has more context. So if you want to work on ideas, if you want to work on content, so if you are starting it from the idea base, Gemini is the good option. So you have the content ready. So if you want to customize it, ChatGPT is the one. So you have customized it, as you need. So then if you want to format it, so we have Claude. Yes. Mm-hmm.
But recently of late, I've realized that ChatGPT, when you I use it to generate prompts as well as generate images.
Okay.
The conditions that ChatGPT is giving right now, I've seen
Mhm.
going to my prompt input, it's far better than what Gemini is giving.
Gemini is giving better or ChatGPT?
ChatGPT is giving much.
ChatGPT wants to be a mighty assistant. So it collects few information, like what result you're looking for.
And also, I've noticed like I've been conversing with ChatGPT a lot
Hmm.
for 1.5 years. So I've used the previous versions as well. So the kind of responses that it used to give as to what it is giving right now
Hmm.
is very different and organic, and like it's as if someone who knows me is talking to me.
You know something?
Like it's backtracking to other earlier conversations that we had, referencing earlier conversations.
So when something wants to be your assistant, it should understand what you do, and it should understand what you expect from this tool as an output. So what in ChatGPT? So if you check profile, and if you go to settings, so there are two options. One is personalization. So in personalization, you can give a complete instruction saying that what you do.
So this is what ChatGPT has recommended in my
Yes,
conversation.
this is not the one. So in this you can customize this. This I have given. Okay, so I can give a nickname. I can give my occupation, and I can give more information about what all we do. So all this can be given, and ChatGPT has its own brain, not the parameter. It has small memory. So you can see we have this memory. If I just click on manage, so these are informations ChatGPT have stored about me. So if you check your chat also, your account also, these informations will be there.
Whatever you ask, then the answers given.
Yes, anything.
When I'm talking to it right now, so it's referencing things I used to talk about earlier.
Yes.
And information that
So in this, the account which I'm using right now, it's an official, account for Noisy Foxes. So in this, it knows what all services we provide, what is our philosophy, so what is our mission. Huh?
can we order that? Can we order
Yes, we can do that. You check your account, so you look into all this data. You can see, so it has all the services that we provide. Why not? It has our Udyam registered informations also. So we get at least 2 inquiries monthly saying that I got your number, I got your details from ChatGPT.
So this is in public domain.
It is public. So if you have your sensitive data in this, if your contact details is there in this, someone might call you. ChatGPT gave your number, sir. I just called you to check how you are. You might get a call. So this incidents have happened. So in US, somebody asked ChatGPT to give a dummy credentials, like dummy mail ID, which is not real. But ChatGPT shared someone's real mail ID.
Oh,
So
But
this,
not yours, but someone else's.
yes. So it is not exactly taking and giving it to someone. Randomly, it might trigger. So if there is any personal data that you want to avoid, sharing with others, you check this and you take control of this. So that is why ChatGPT is giving all the personalized answer. Okay. So in this list, okay. So let's say I'm working on a new project. I want creative ideas. Only for getting ideas, I'll use Gemini. So after getting all my ideas for customization, I'll use ChatGPT. So after customization, to work on a proper format or scripting structure, I'll use Claude. So it is a lot more easy to edit something. It is one step further. So when you want to take control of your documents and everything, I'll show you how it works. Okay. So in this list, if you want to have an arrogant model, that is Grok. Why it is arrogant? So there is no any filtrations. So if you go to ChatGPT and Gemini, so that is US backed company. So in that there is a lot of violation words. If I ask anything bold, so it will not answer. So if I want to create any image with if I just use this keyword as a teen and girl in one prompt, it will reject it. So that much of violations are there. But in yes,
Recently it was in news.
Hmm.
changing the gender.
yes, in Grok it is not there. So one shocking news in Grok, which is connected with X, Twitter. You upload your image, anyone can click on your image. So there is a option to edit your image. They can create a nude image with your image without your permission. So it was a huge.
Photographic elements are also there on X.
Huh. So you imagine how much this kind of content will be there if they scrape all this data and if they train a model. How much informations these kind of informations will be there. So it is if you're working on a thriller story, or if you're working on any horror story, or if you want one model to write dialogues for you without any filters, so Grok is one good option. So that is why many people prefer Grok for writing dialogues. So and there is two more models, that is DeepSeek and Llama. DeepSeek is open source competitor for ChatGPT. So now they have changed it into coding domain. If you want to develop something, if you want to develop a website, or if you want to write code, so DeepSeek is one of the top models to pick. So and you can install DeepSeek locally and you can run this. So these are the options. Top, if you ask for LLM, models, for today's date. So these are the top models. Okay. So these are blend of, LLM and generative AI. So in this, there is a lot of data privacy that you need to take control. So first, let's see that, what all data they take, what all data they collect. So the prompt that you give, the prompts that you give, the output that you generate, the files that you upload. So the prompt history, they collect all this data and they store it somewhere. Where they are storing it, they are not collecting all your data and they're not storing it in their server as separately. So the brain who's working all this in the back end, so that has all the access. So they are collecting all your data and they are using this data to train their model. So if your information, sensitive information is there, so that is there in AI's brain. So in somewhere it can be leaked. How it is getting leaked, no one can get control. Even the team who's building this product, even they cannot control and exactly pick a data and extract. But there is possibilities. How? So let's imagine that I met a random friend in a mall. Okay, so I had a conversation for 2 hours. So randomly I gave a compliment saying that your shirt is very good, sir. Okay. So then after 3 or 4 months I met a different friend. He asked me मैं थोड़ा नया shirts खरीदने ढूंढ रहा हूँ, कुछ options है क्या? So somebody said you get good collections, Zara, why don't you try? So the previous discussion which I had with my friend 3 to 4 months ago. So I'm not sharing the complete conversation. Some random thoughts might be triggered. So this might of possibilities are there. So if you have any sensitive data, so you can you know avoid that. And all the data what you're uploading into ChatGPT or Claude on any other platforms, the server is not set up in India. So that means if any data has been leaked, they don't fall under Indians rules and regulations. You cannot file a case and you can get all those data. So be precaution, and whatever the data that you're uploading, think twice and use that. Okay. So user control and
टाइम लिमिट पर स्टोरिंग की डाटा 6 months उसके बाद डिलीट हो जाता है ऐसा कुछ.
सर अभी हम ChatGPT और फ्री अकाउंट यूज कर रहे हैं क्या? फ्री अकाउंट में आपका डेटा 60 days रहेगा, उसके बाद में डिलीट हो जाएगा. Paid account, they promise that you have an option to disable that, to not to use your data, but I don't believe it is 100%. So there is a possibility where it can be leaked. Okay, so the best practice is to share all the confidential data in the internet. So it's not a problem today. After 2 to 3 years, it might become. So don't try to share all this data. So if you want to share also, you add a watermark to that, any document if you are sharing, saying that it's yours and it is violated content, you cannot use it or share it with others. Okay, so let's see a difference between why Claude is better than ChatGPT when it comes to complex tasks. Okay, so let's say that
Same. Yeah.
okay, so the prompt what I've written is, let's create a website. It should be modern, and it should be very modern with UI and UX, user interface and experience. So I want you to use 3 languages: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and I want this in one file where I can just download and I can use this. So I'll run this prompt in ChatGPT. Same prompt, I'll run this in Claude also. Claude, no difference. I'll run this prompt. You can see it is writing code. If I check in ChatGPT, again, this is also writing complete code. So we have the code ready. So if I want to visualize this website, I need to copy this code. I'll open Notepad. I'll paste this and I'll save this as a HTML file. New.html file. To open and view this site, I have to open this saved website data, and we have the website ready. Okay, so this is in ChatGPT. So let's see how this works in Claude. So the complete website is ready, and we can view this inside the Claude itself. So in ChatGPT, if I want to make some changes, again I have to upload this file. So you have created in this color. I don't want in this color. Can change it into that color. So what it does, it's in blue color. I want in green. So what happens? The previous data is scrapped. So it will write a fresh one. So same thing if I ask in Claude. So let's imagine this is like a script that you're working on or the document that you want to prepare. So if I ask changes to be done, you see it is changing in the same file. It is changing in the real time. Navbar has been changed. So you can see the complete information. The website is in green in color. So if I want to upload any image and you want to change the image also, I can upload in this. I can make changes in this. So you can see, so this is version 2. So the previous version is here. So again, the previous data is not scrapped. So if you want to see the previous one also, you can view that. So here is the latest one. So that is why we say that Claude is much more better when it comes to working with code or working with text. So it is not creating again. So at one point the data which I said it will forget all the previous data, and it will to create a fresh one. So in this it is not happening because it is editing in the same file itself. So in this we are spending less tokens. So it is remembering all the tasks what you're performing. So the output what you're looking, so it will be using the same file but latest version. So all the corrections that you want to do, so it will be done. We can see that I just mentioned what is the college name. So I can see it has pulled all the information from the internet and it has written the content. If I say that I'll collect the
This is domain name also.
domain name, we have to integrate it, but it will work.
But it doesn't say already one official site is existing.
No, it's just a file with code. So it is not pushed. We can host in this itself, but you want domain to be integrated.
You have to register also.
Yes, the button. So all the corrections that you want to change.
That is hosting. So
Yes, the apply button in Hero banner. This is Hero banner. So this is a technical term. So this section what you see. So this is Hero banner. So in this, the apply button in Hero banner should to this link. The link which I have copied, I'll just paste it here. So the link will be added to this button. It's ready. I just click on it. Open link. So whatever integration that you want to do, so that is possible. So I did not
refreshed or reloaded the page.
No. So automatically it does. So we just gave prompt. So then apply button now is a link. So it will automatically open. If you want to download this code file, you have this download button. So I'm showing the simplest option.
So the all other tabs are also visible: academic, admission.
Yes, it is there.
Like if you click admission, something else will come.
No.
Subpage.
So we need to link that.
Link.
So the button to operate, we need a logic for that. What should happen? The logic is what I give. If I click on this, this should be triggered. I gave that. Okay. So in AI, whatever the information that you want to pull, that is possible to, get the data. So, but there is a problem. So what is that problem? AI is not 100% accurate the tools what we are using right now, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, these are just 91.8% accurate. Let's take it as 92%. So that means out of 100 questions, 8 answers can be wrong. So we don't know that. If it is a simple question, we might know that. The complex question, we don't know that. So instead of doing research in these tools, so there's a better option. So that is perplexity. So many people think that perplexity is a similar tool like ChatGPT, Gemini. No, so there is no any brain for this. The brain for this is the AI models which we explored. The list of tools which I gave: Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini. So the action is taken by these models, but not result given by these models. So it will use this model as brain, and it will search the internet, and it will give the latest information. Okay, so let's say that the same task which we gave in ChatGPT and Claude. Let's create a website for this. Instead of me giving all this data, I'll just say, okay, so you have used perplexity, right? Any new users? So mostly everyone has used perplexity, but in this we have few options like deep research, and we have sources to integrate, and it will pull all the information from there. So we have deep research. So just a minute. So you can see the model which I mentioned, which has 2 trillion parameters. So that is available in perplexity. Kimi K2 0.5. So this is the model which has 2.5 trillion parameters. So it is already integrated in this. Instead of me doing the manual research, I can connect to this deep research, create file and apps. So in this, I'll not just do the research. What most of the people they do is, they'll collect all the information from perplexity. They will manually create what they want to create. So whether it is a PDF, presentation, website, so whatever you want to create, you do it manually. Now perplexity is capable of doing all those things. You change it into create files and app. So the task what you're given, let's create a website for this university with its history. So in this, what I've given, you pull all the information about this college, history, the struggles, and changes it has done in the society. So after pulling all this information, I want you to create a presentation app. So I can see as a SEO expert, I know what are the keywords that you need to use to get the quality information from the internet. So it is skipping my role. Automatically, it is forming the keywords. It is pulling information from the internet. So after pulling, so instead of me writing and creating a presentation, this tool itself automatically does that. It'll write a complete code to create a presentation. So let it work on this. I'll show this when it's done. So I'll show some of the previous results which we have created. You can see same task. So what is the task that I given? I wanted to create a a PDF of presentation about lions. So that is what I asked you to do a research. After pulling all this information, I want you to create a custom presentation app with visual graphics, no watermark. So this is the prompt what I gave. It wrote code. It created a complete presentation. So writing a code, now you can see that, so if you want to work on any script, if you are preparing in a PDF, if you are preparing for the class presentation, so all these things, which you take manual effects, so in this you can do it automatically. So in this you can see, with a single click, it will take 10 to 15 minutes, it will pull all the information, then it will create a complete presentation. So I can take it much more complex. So if I click on this particular section, it should open a new page with all this information. All that also can be programmed. So this is like a base. So in this, again, I can write prompt, make all this charts as a button. If I just click on it, it should open a separate page, give me more information about the topic. So all it will be done, and the latest information will be in a presentation visual style that we want. You can see that it is writing a code. So it is looking at all this information. After grabbing all this information, it is creating the presentation app. So this can be done with the PDF. So any format of PDF that you want to do, it can be done. Any format of scripts, content that you want to write, a blog, anything that you name. So this is possible. So only you have to focus on prompting how to get this quality output. You will get the results that you're looking for. You can see in this. To be honest, really, I don't know who's this person. I'm really sorry. Okay.
He was first Education Minister of India.
Oh, okay.
It is not the common photo used for Maranatha.
Okay.
It is from archives.
Oh, okay. So, but you see, so we got this image. So I gave instructions without any watermark. I want all these images. You will not see any image with watermark. You have complete informations, overview, history and struggles. Achievements. Yes.
If you are going somewhere to present some presentation, you don't need anything except perplexity.
Perplexity, yes. You upload your logo also.
5 minutes you can do.
So after pulling all this information, so what I do, I'll upload our Noisy Foxes logo in this. It'll take the color palettes, it'll apply to it, it'll customize it. So you can do same for the MANUU universities also. You upload your logo and you say that make the color palettes according to this logo. It will create a complete pattern, and you can use this in classrooms also, presentation, anything. So whatever you want, I'm just showing as a visual for presentation, as a presentation app. So but this it can be used in scripts. Imagine if you're preparing or working on PhD, how much research you have to done, how much data need to be pulled. So this will be a lot more easier with this.
So here, can I search if IMC is included?
Sir?
IMC is included.
Sir, in this you can see that. So we have this plus icon. So in this we have selected into a create a file and app. So without selecting this, you create a new chat. In the same chat, it won't work. I'll close this. I'll make this into deep research. So whatever information that you search in this, it will browse the complete internet. So complete internet what? So anything which is available in the internet, that will be pulled. Or if you want to dedicatedly find one particular informations, at that time you can select these connectors and source. You can see academic. I'll disable this web. I'll just select an academic. All the education website content will be pulled.
There is one space like web archival.
Yes.
You have before 20 years what was there in particular website, you can get it.
Get. Yes. But you need to know where it is exactly. So how many of you heard about Medium? Medium is a website. So it's like a private blog. You need to pay subscription to read all the informations. So if you cannot access that directly, you can use Perplexity. So you can pull information and you can learn that. So these level of deep research can be done. So instead of you just using it as a advanced search engine, you can customize it. You give the proper instructions. To keep it simple, I just gave a task. You pull this information, create it into a presentation app. You can give 5 to 6 tasks. After pulling all this information, go into a university, you check all their private policy, and what all rules and regulations they have given. Make this document according to that structure. After doing all these things, you create a folder. In that folder, I want all the images which I can use for presentation. You create all this a folder and all, organize it properly. Then you create a presentation app. So I have all the presentation data ready. So I have all the images which I want to use. So if I want to use it into instead of me presenting in browser, if I want a separate dedicated tool like PowerPoint, so I have the raw data. I can just import it there. I have to just organize it or reorder how it is there. So all this customizations and step-by-step work can be done. Okay, so all this information, so what we pull, this is from the internet. Okay, so let's say that you have some offline document, you want to use AI tool, or you want to use AI brain. Okay, so we have a tool called Notebook LM. So Notebook LM, what is Notebook LM? The same the Chitti movie. So in that there is a scene where this the Chitti the robot will scan a book, and you ask any question, he will be capable of answering that. That is this tool. At that time it was a dream. Even we were thinking that is it possible? Now it is possible. Okay, so in this you can upload multiple sources. I'll create a new PDF or a new book. So in this you can see there is 4 options. One, upload local document. One, upload complete web link. You upload a YouTube video. So what I'll do, same thing, I'll just search about the college. Okay, I'll copy this link. I'll go to this tool. We have YouTube link and website link. In this, I'll add this website link. Again, I'll look for multiple informations. Is there any YouTube videos about this college?
Yeah, we have a channel, IMC MANUU.
IMC
MANUU.
NW.
No, single M.
Oh, the
Yeah,
second one.
that's each a yellow logo. It's already there.
This one?
Yeah.
Any videos regarding college? About college?
No,
Yeah,
workshop
there is a
one.
documentary on MANUU documentary. You can search in the search button actually, MANUU documentary. Yeah, yeah.
This one?
Second one, latest one. Yeah, this one.
So older also works. I'll copy both. I'll come back to this Notebook LM. I'll paste this YouTube link, insert, same goes to another video. So in free account, you can upload up to 50 sources.
Then you need to create another book.
You can create unlimited books in this. So if you have the 50 sources, you feel it is short.
Uploading is very fast here actually.
So in this, if you have 2000 pages book,
It can extract data from YouTube. What about DRM protected website like you?
that cannot be done.
So any tool for that?
No.
So for research of mass communication, if somebody is doing research on the and taking content.
If it is an article, it can be done.
No, it's in visual form. Like
You can try that, if it is latestly done. So they have an option to set this as a confidential data.
But it won't take that.
So DRM protection.
No, I think it is there. If it is not applied, you can easily use that. Okay, so currently I've given only 4 sources, 2 website link and 2 YouTube videos. So if you have local file also, you can upload. So let's say that I have a book related to Manu University. it has 2000 pages, and I have 10 books. I can upload all those books. So let's say 50 books, I can upload all those books. So this tool will read everything about this, the books, all the sources what you have given. Now whatever question that you ask related to this topic, it will give answer. So you have this chat area.
These sources include local files.
Yes, I'll show you examples. I have already few examples ready. So in this you can see I've uploaded in this. So ask any question. What is this? It gives complete information about this source that you have given, the college information. Okay, so it is too much of information. You want to learn this, let's say that you want to learn something. There is multiple sources. You have books, YouTube videos, so you have articles. You don't have time to go through all these things one by one, so you upload in this tool. Then you still have a map issue, so where to start, how to end, how many subjects and topics are there. So in this tool you can see in this right side area, so we have this many options. So we have mind map. So I'll just click on it, it will create a mind map. So we have audio overview, video overview. I'll just generate both. I'll just click on it, so it will start generating it. And we have infographic, and we have few more options. If I want to create a quiz, if I want to create a report, everything is possible to create in this. So I've already clicked on it, so I've already created in this. I can see mind map is very easy to create. Yes.
Simultaneously, still go ahead.
Yes.
Simultaneously.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Okay.
I want to plan someone who does not have any knowledge about coding.
Mm-hmm.
How can I develop an app?
How to develop an app? Let me yes, it is there. I'll say this. Okay, so in this, simultaneously it is generating. So the mind map is very easy. Within few seconds it will be generated. So video overview, audio overview takes some time. I'll just click on this mind map, see what happens. So we have a complete map for this,
Site plan.
yes, site map. We have a complete map, way to start with and way to end it. So what we have a MANUU University's information about university. Just click on it. Academic schools, modes of education, research and training centers, campus, faculties, student success, everything. If there's 100 subtopics also, it will be pulled. Regular mode.
Instructional media center.
Broken links बहुत easily find out कर सकते हैं.
Yes.
We are having garbage of that thing, sir. वो designer थोड़ी देर के लिए निकाल देता है.
Okay.
वो पड़ा रहता है वैसे.
So you see all this information is properly stacked. So in this, let's say that you want to learn only about this university. You just click on Central University. It will pull complete information about this topic.
It helps in SEO also.
Yes.
Likewise, very good one.
We use this to
No repetition. No.
So we do keyword research. We'll pull top list. We'll add in this. We'll look what all keyword they have used. We will use those keywords and we'll.
Very short.
So there are multiple ways that you can use. I'll show you. If you have any book, sir said that want to make a movie. So about this college, right? So let me show you how we can do that.
Sir, you did not said about using AI.
Using AI.
मानो के शोले पुराना वाला.
ठीक है, बेस लेआउट दे दूंगा, बाद में वर्क कीजिए आप. Okay, so in this, it is still getting generated. Let me give some time to this, and you can see we have given video in English. So if I want to get an output in different language, I can get up to 120 plus languages output. So in this, I'll just change this output language. Currently it is in default English.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one?
Right.
Save, refresh,
It will come in Urdu automatically.
it will come in Urdu. So this is not main part, there is lot more in this. So you can see, you can create infographics with this, any subject, any topic.
This is infographic.
This is infographics. You can use it for presentation in your classrooms.
Yeah. Nice for social media.
Yes.
Brochure publicity.
Yes. So you can see text is not messed up, it is properly there. Okay, so still this is getting generated. I'll go to some of the examples which I've already prepared. Or let's wait, I guess. I'll show the script, or if you want to learn something, let's say that you want to learn Python. So you go inside this. I've uploaded 3 sources. One has 2,000 pages of book. I have 2 videos which is 10 hours long. So 20 hours of content I have. So and I have book of 2,000 pages. So now you can see I've created this mind map. Topic wise, everything is properly given. Anything that you want to learn, that is possible. So everything is properly organized. So in this, if you want to prepare a document, so if you want to prepare any question paper, so in this itself you have a report. You have multiple options. Write a custom prompt, what output you're looking for and what style you're looking for. So that will be there. Or, there are few templates like, briefing document, study guide, or a blog post, training program framework, anything, whatever you want to do. So that is possible with one single click. So the complete output can be customized in any language. So there are few demos in this, but I don't want.
Kind of thing where we can find out like author error on own material.
It can be done. So it will help you to monitor everything in one dashboard. So if you want to change in this tool, you cannot change that. You can just extract the data. So then later.
References also there, like in number 17.
Yes.
Data which you uploaded there actually.
Annotation, it gives where it is pulled from. The source what we have given. So we have 4 sources. In which source it has pulled this information will be there. So it has came from the YouTube video.
तो ये इंटरनेट से नहीं ले रहा है एक्चुअली जो आपने डेटा ऑलरेडी अपलोड किया ना वहीं से पुल कर रहा है.
So this is pulling every information from the source what you are given. If I ask that who is the prime minister now, it will not answer. So there is no information, there is no connection to the internet.
It is actually in a framework.
Yes.
It is limited.
It is limited. The source what you are given, that is the knowledge it has. It cannot think out of this box.
आप ना selected authentic data यहाँ डाल सकते हो ना वहाँ से you can pull information.
Like इसको आप पूछो ना ask him ना who is IMC director.
होगा तो उसमें आ जाएगा.
Who is IMC director.
It is already, it knows.
हम तो मालूम ही नहीं है. Identify कर रहा है.
Suspense.
Identify कर रहा है. अरे उसने
डिस्टेंस मोड में है
क्यों ऐसा क्यों?
I have
ऐसा
information नहीं होगा.
कहीं पे नाम नहीं
The information we have provided na, that is not from.
Yeah, that actually you have different website, right?
No, information is there on main website also.
No, I've just given one page, home page. In home page, if it is not there, it is not
It's
there.
not there on home.
Then it is not there. In documentary, if it is there, it will be.
सेंटर्स में जाके
वो
IMC
centers में Centers के अंदर है।
Centers.
अरे वो इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, हमको आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। Wasting time.
So which one it is?
IMC मानू वेबसाइट खोल लीजिए IMC मानू .ac में नहीं पुराना वाला पुराना है
In the first one, only you have to go into the center.
Academic then center.
Academics.
.ac को बंद
Why is this gate taking so long? Where it is?
Centers. Right. Down. Down. Yeah. Up. Yeah, this.
This has to be added as a source.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll just copy this, come here, add it into source.
Yeah, it doesn't take from internet. Actually, whatever you are adding here, na, you pull up information from there.
Okay, I'm excited for this. So in this, there is audio overview and video overview. So what is audio overview? So we have collected roughly 10 hours of data. Let's think that, we have 10 hours of data. We have given in this source. I don't have 10 hours to sit and watch these videos and read these books. So in this, I can upload and I can make it into podcast. So you have this, audio overview. So you have this pen icon, click on it, how deep you want, brief, and you can write custom prompt also, what you are looking in this podcast. It will create a complete podcast. We can see it is ready here. So I created this, there is two, one is audio overview, another one is video overview. So I have this, audio ready. So I'll play this.
Like this. I want you to try a little thought experiment with me.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you are sitting in a lecture hall. You're about to learn something incredibly complex. Let's say the architecture of a neural network for artificial intelligence, or maybe structural integrity formulas for civil engineering.
Okay, I'm with you.
You have your notebook out, pen is poised, the professor walks in. Now, in your head, what language is that professor speaking?
If you are 99% of people in global academic world, you are imagining English.
Right.
It's the default setting. It's the gatekeeper.
Exactly. We've been conditioned to believe that serious technical knowledge, the kind that gets you a job at a tech giant or builds bridges, lives and breathes in English. And here's where it gets.
So it is created into 18 minutes podcast. It's not like someone reading this. Two people who's having knowledge of this, they are discussing. One interesting point, we can be part of this podcast. So we have this interactive option. Just click on it. It will start again. Play.
Okay, let's unpack this. I want you to try a little thought experiment with me.
Uh-huh.
No, it is processing in internet, online.
Imagine you are sitting in a lecture hall. You're about to learn something incredibly complex.
So I'll just click on this
Let's
join
say
button.
the architecture of a neural network for artificial.
Oh, hey there. What's up?
Stop you there. Sorry to stop you there. I'm just exploring what is this university about. Can you first explain this and continue?
Oh, not a problem at all.
We love the interjections.
That's a great question. And absolutely.
We were getting a little ahead of ourselves.
We were planning to lead into it, but since you asked, let's unpack this right now.
Today's deep dive is all about the Maulana Azad National Urdu University.
We call it MANUU. That's MANUU.
It's a central university in India,
It was established by an act of the Indian Parliament in 1998.
and its core identity, the whole focus of this university, is using the Urdu language.
Sorry? The complete podcast, before me changing it into Urdu, I've created it. So I did not change it into Urdu before I'm clicking this. It was in English, so I did it. So if I change this in an Urdu and if I want to create this again, the output will be in Urdu.
Please, God, listen, Mother Khadri.
Yes.
In the podcast itself, if you ask to explain in Urdu, then is the
Interaction between
No, in this dashboard itself, without you changing the setting itself, we can change it into different language. I'll just create this, brief.
between it cannot be changed.
It cannot be changed. We can keep this in English, but only podcast can be generated in Urdu.
So how this duration is decided? So this particular podcast was 17 minutes.
It's based on the content that you're giving it source.
Can we sort of,
No, we cannot control that.
We cannot.
No. So that can be controlled, not exactly. If I want to say that, I want 10 minutes, it cannot be controlled.
I see.
So in this, you can see this, pen icon. I can control how deep it should be, So if I just, give brief, it will be short.
So can our voice be trained for this
No.
platform? You cannot. I mean, they have their inbuilt voices.
Yes. So it can be done in future. So they'll charge money for that.
True.
Now they're not giving. Why? So this is free.
Is
So-
there any possibility of editing or anything else? we can do?
Download this. I can download this. Yes.
का बटन लगा देंगे तो पूरा बुक पढ़ लेगा.
हाँ, पहले डीप में ही था, अभी ब्रीफ चेंज किया था मैं. पहला वाला 17 मिनट्स का तो डीप ही है. So one thing keep in mind, मैं तो पहले से इंग्लिश में क्रिएट कर दिया है, इसीलिए I cannot interact with it. So the second one, it is generating, it will be only playable. I cannot interact with that. So only one is interactable. Yes, video is there. So we have just seen audio overview. So now we have video overview. English. It can be done in Urdu also.
So, what if a university wasn't just about degrees, but about championing an entire language? Bridging a rich, ancient culture with modern science and technology. Well, today, we're diving into an institution that does exactly that, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, or MNUU for short. It's a university founded with a really powerful and specific purpose. And to really get what this place is all about, you just have to look at the words of the man it's named after, Maulana Azad. He saw education not as some kind of privilege, but as a birthright, something absolutely essential for a person to be a citizen. And that one powerful idea, it's the bedrock of this entire university. So what exactly is MANUU's mission? Well, it's not just an idea. It's a mandate that comes directly from India's parliament. All right, so picture this. It's 1998. The Indian parliament passes an act to create this university in Hyderabad, and they give it a very clear goal. Don't just preserve the Urdu language like a museum piece, but make it a living, breathing vehicle for modern higher education. Now, here's what makes its mandate so incredibly unique. MANUU wasn't just set up to celebrate Urdu culture. Its main job is to use Urdu as the language to teach everything, from engineering and tech to hands-on job training. It's designed to be an academic bridge, bringing modern knowledge.
You want to watch this completely? Just 2 minutes. We'll listen this in Urdu and we will.
Question paper in Urdu from the documents.
Yeah, it's possible. I get the.
आइए आज मौलाना आज़ाद नेशनल उर्दू यूनिवर्सिटी यानी मानू पर एक मुख्तसर सी नज़र डालते हैं। तो ये हैदराबाद में एक मरकजी यूनिवर्सिटी है जो 1998 में कायम हुई थी और इसका मकसद बहुत सीधा सा था, उर्दू जुबान के जरिए आला तालीम को फ़रोग़ देना। तो पहली बात, इस यूनिवर्सिटी का तालीमी निज़ाम ना दोहरा है, मतलब ये सिर्फ कैंपस में रेगुलर कोर्सेज ही नहीं देती बल्कि फासलाती तालीम का एक बहुत बड़ा नेटवर्क भी चलाती है और इसी वजह से ये पूरे हिंदुस्तान में लाखों तुलबा तक पहुंच पाती है। दूसरी बात, मानो सिर्फ रिवायती मज़ामीन तक ही महदूद नहीं है, यहाँ उर्दू।
Thank you. So I feel like I have built this. I'm just a presenter, but I feel like I've built this. And we are also building our own product, so we might launch in the market, like better than Notebook LM for education system. Sir, I'm not that rich. So when I have university in my name, at that time I'll do.
So response, support response will be earlier if it is paid.
Ah.
Consciousness, you need a lot of people.
Can we add avatar of any teacher there in video podcast?
No, the audio podcast what we have created, using that we can create a video. But inside this tool, it's not possible.
That is possible in Agent.
Agent. So for people who don't know what is Agent is a tool. You shoot a 15 minutes of your video, you upload in this tool, it will create a digital avatar of yourself. So then you upload the audio file, it will create a video like you're speaking this. It will make a realistic video of your, speaking the audio file.
So we experimented with Notebook LM actually. We generated audio podcasts as well as video podcasts. The only point we were confused was this duration of different. Sometimes we are getting 9 minutes, sometimes we were getting 10 minutes.
It's based on the context that you're giving. If the data is more...
We were just wondering, can we stretch or sort of shorten this length of this podcast? So we were not getting any option for that.
So in this you cannot do. Using editing and storytelling, you can give pause, add montage shots. So that wise you can stretch it.
But that will break the rhythm and whole narrative. Because once you sort of cut it in between, the whole narrative which is going on
in a flow,
particular speed, that will be sort of hard.
We use different voice modules for the audio. Like for example, these are like very basic voice.
Basic version, yes.
No, the basic voiceover, like generic voiceover.
So we have few options. I understood your question to stop you there. We have options to clone your voice. You give 30 minutes of your voice sample. I'll create a separate model with your voice. You upload there, so it will be changed into your voice, and you can use it wherever you want. Yes.
It's possible in Agent also.
And if I don't have a good voice, like can you auto-tune it, like to make it sound better?
So there is one software. It is not in this. You give me your voice sample. In 10 days, I'll create a song in your voice and I'll share. Anything.
We would like to have Nasruddin Shah.
Yeah, it's happening, guys. Full flow mein.
Yes, sir.
Just upload a document and make a question paper of that document in Urdu, including the terminology. Is it possible?
Yes. Sir, a college ka hi de do. Sir, it's not too much work. इसमें एक quiz करके button है. I'll just click on it. Your question paper is ready. So इसमें आप difficulty level भी set कर सकते हैं.
IMC को outsource कर दिया, सबके question पेपर बना के देंगे हम.
So what I'll do, I'll change this back to English. Okay, save. So this documentary is about AI or what?
This was about the university.
University. Okay, so then it's good.
Is there any option for people with special kind of thing who could not read or who could not?
So no, it's not there for now. Okay, so the additional file which I have uploaded, so that's a book of filmmaking. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll ask a question. I'll just refresh this. Just 5 minutes. This will break the rhythm. So I'll close this shortly and okay. So just to check that the script, the book which I have uploaded, that is there.
So it will check all the sources for every question.
What happened to the book? It is still in upload.
Seems to be a big
So if I say to this tool create a script which I can make it into a movie. So in this tool, there is no technical knowledge of writing a script. To support, I've added this book. Now I'll ask if I want to make a movie of this MANUU college, what all approach do I have? So I can get all the informations from the college websites and documents. Then this book will make it align how to technically work on it.
So it will give step-by-step.
Step by step how you can approach all those things. Okay, so this is one option. So I've already uploaded and I have one ready. Okay, so let's say that you want to make it into anything. I have an example for film. So this is a book, As Long the Lemon Tree Grows. So it's a novel, it's a book. I've uploaded in this. So one is the book of filmmaking. So another one is this novel book. So I've created this into mind map. So in this, so it will make a complete list of what are the key characters are there. Imagine if you're uploading your script, so you have the complete cast and artist list. So you have key themes and conflicts, plot and key events. So everything that you want to extract separately, it is there. Okay, so in this, let's say that I want to make a movie of this particular character. So that is Amza. Okay, I'll click on this. I'll see what all informations are there about this character. Okay, so this looks good. I'll just click on this Amza. It will pull all the information here. So same way I can do for MANUU also, because it is taking time to load there. I'm using this.
So how does Amza look like?
Look into mirrors. So you said you want to become a star. Let's make a movie with you. You give 30 images. I'll make you ink first. I'll create a new pair for you using AI. Then I'll create a movie. Or is there any star that you like?
No, I have done in 50 films. You can find my show.
No. Any crush, celebrities like, actresses. Heroine should be there, na? Romantic star without heroine, how it will be? Huh? Why not? Why not?
Come from that world. No, I not tension. She will come from that world.
Okay, so we have collected all the information about this character Amsa. Okay, I'll just I want to make a okay. So we have want the story. So that is taken from the novel. We need a technical partner to work in this. So we have a second book which has all the technical knowledge. So data is there. So we know how to approach this. So you collect both the data, you give it to ChatGPT, ask it into develop it. So it will develop stage by stage, layer by layer. So then you have a final, treatmented synopsis. You start developing that. Narrative option for this film. Key events to consider. So this is coming from the novel. This information is coming from the novel. So the last information what you get, lens information, lighting information, technical cinematic considerations, is coming from the book which you have uploaded. So as a beginner, you have both the informations. So after this, you have to just work on this to enhance it. So you have the layout ready. So as a writer, this is what takes lots of time. So you have both the base element. Upon this, you have to build stories. So it is a lot more easier with these kind of tools. Okay, so let's say that you're very clumsy while writing. So you have written many ideas, and it is bit by pieces and pieces. You scrape all those things. You take a photo of that, you create a PDF, you upload in this, everything is organized in one place. So any question that you ask, somewhere random you have written, if there is something related to the topic that you have written in past, that will be presented in front of you.
There is a YouTube channel, for example, which teaches about filmmaking. So if I give that channel's website here, and using the knowledge from that channel also, will it suggest or answer the questions which I asked?
It is there. Already I have created this. I'll show the mind map. Structure by structure, it will be there. Visual language, technical principles, data management, lighting, camera, everything.
If I ask like the same character
Hmm.
and I want to write a script in that way, this notebook LM can't answer.
Basic thing is you should have context of it. If that is not there, it's not possible. What you can do, you can upload the book as I mentioned. You upload the YouTube video also. With that, you upload your the novel information. You pull information from first the novel, then go to second step, and you can do all these things. So there are individual model built for everything. Okay, so my relative uncle, I showed him this. What he is using this for. uh, he's not into ChatGPT or other tools, saying that it will leak all the data. So he takes all this medical records from past 8 months. He have uploaded in this. So my sister studies MBBS. He collected the book, he uploaded into this. Then he started asking, doctor, I've written this medicine, should I take this or not? What is this medicine about? So all these things, he's adopting and he's using all these things. So if you're planning to do something like this, don't use it. There's an AI for that also. So we have a AI for all your medical related questions also. You don't need to install separate app. So that is already there in WhatsApp. The AI is called August. It's like a chat. You're chatting with your friend. Just type a message to this August. So it will give you all the response. If you're feeling cold, you just say what are your symptoms. It will say that this is what you have. You take these precautions and you do. Yes, you can go for break now and you can come back. It is free, sir. It is from Google. It is free. If for university, you get free paid version. Yes. If you have university ID, you get a paid version.